Good afternoon. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about laptops. We have about 25 stores in the company have laptops. What we want to do today is just talk about some of the more prominent features on all the laptops. We've kind of done the work for you. Our buying and merchandise department have kind of picked out 3 distinct types of computers to fill the needs of the customer. And we want to spend a little time. I'm going to start off with the Hewlett-Packard 9830. The 9830 is kind of everything that you would need in a computer that you might be able to get in a full service, kind of a portable laptop, or a portable desktop, if you will. 17-inch screen, okay, 1080p digital, HD type screen, gives you very high quality for people that like to do work on editing. Okay, you also have graphics ability here for 3D work. Okay, if you're doing a lot of Photoshop, all those kinds of things, it really does give you advantage. Has 4 gig of RAM, so it's very fast. 320 gig hard drive. You could put the Smithsonian on here, so I don't think it'll run out of space with a 320 gig hard drive. Again, it's 1080 HP. It's got, I guess, what we would call Photoshop ready screen. It is Blu-ray compatible and HD wireless. Okay, so you're high definition. If you're looking to hook it up, it comes with HDMI direct inputs for your television set. So if you want to use your TV or this is part of your component or home entertainment center, it allows you one easy access or hookup to do that. Again, the screen size is 17 inches, and it comes with a dual-core Intel processor. And this really is for that customer that needs everything, that is doing, I guess what we would call your advanced amateur, that's really into photography and gaming and looking for lots of memory, lots of speed, and the capability to do just about anything. So this is for that advanced customer, a lot of computer for your money, and that's kind of a wrap up of the 9830.
What we've got here, we have the IBM ThinkPad. This is basically the IBM version of like a MacBook Air, if you will. It's extremely lightweight. We have a solid state hard drive at 64 gigs. Plenty enough to put photos, documents, any of those sorts on them. Not a high-end gaming machine. However, we do use a Centrino processor in this one. It's the vPro. The energy consumption is very low in this guy. Battery life on him, we're going to run about 2.5 to 3 hours before we have to actually charge back up. So it's got great battery life. I have multiple USB ports. I have a VGA port for projectors. Everything you need wrapped up into an extremely lightweight laptop itself.
And that has the optical drive that the MacBook Air does not have.
Right, we have incorporated an optical drive to it, and we have a real CD drive here, so we do have options in our units. We do have a fingerprint as well, something I didn't talk about. We have a fingerprint access. No longer have to use passwords, no need to type them in, run your fingerprint accosted, all your information is saved in that fashion. Very highly secure. It's a great travel laptop. Somebody gets a hold of your laptop, you're covered.
I'm going to cover the Asus here. We've got the 2G Surf. We also have a 4G Surf. And what we're looking at with the system on the Asus is primarily size and weight. Also simplicity and being a solid piece. We're talking about right around 2.2 pounds. This particular product is going to be excellent for anyone who wants either a second notebook computer for when they want to travel light. One of the things that I enjoy about it is the ability for it to be durable, but also too flexible on whatever I want to use it for, whether it be business or entertainment. This uses the Linux operating system, and a lot of people are a little scared of this system. It's set up actually easier to use than probably a Windows program. With starting off with 6 tabs. Your internet tab, which allows you to access the internet and do anything that's web-based, like your instant messaging, your Skype wireless phone, anything really in those realms. The next one was work, and when you get into the work, you're finding things like Open Office. A lot of PCs, like we're looking at over here, will come with a 60-day trial of Microsoft Office. Where we're doing here, we're actually getting a free Open Office version that has equivalent to Word, equivalent to Excel, equivalent to PowerPoint, and with the 4G, which is already installed, it has equivalent to Outlook for the email. This system here, the 2G, does not have it built in, but you can easily download it. The next one would be Learn, which it has all your math programs, dictionaries, the sources, and a couple other fun things. You've also got your Play, so it's got a full media player for video, audio, supports various files of video, so you can rip DVDs onto either a thumb drive or maybe possibly the existing memory if there's enough. And so we really have a full media center, nothing in the way of anything like the HP, but really the portable system that allows a student in college to be able to, for under $300, maybe under $400, have a fully functional notebook for business or for school. I do have 3 powered USB ports, so the powered USB ports will charge a phone, iPod, etc. You've got your SD card slot for expansion, and it's also got the VGA, so you can hook it up to a projector, an Ethernet cable. The Wi-Fi card in this is actually stronger than most notebooks out there, so we'll be able to pick up Wi-Fi signals from much longer distances or in more, higher reinforced building structures. So really this is for someone who is looking for a travel piece so that they don't have to take their laptop with them, possibly a photographer who wants to go out on location and be able to quickly access the photographs and then be able to actually upload them to ritspix.com or email them to a client. So we've got a lot of things here. Actually this one's about 3.5 hours on the battery life. And again, price point, simplicity. This is what you're talking about right here. So
What are the SIs on these?
let's see. We're on the Asus. We're dealing with the 2G at $10, the 4G at $15, and your IBMs and your HPs are $25.
I had an email coming from Sarah in Orlando. She's asking on the Lenovo, is that lighter than the Mac Air? And if somebody were to compare it and say, well, I'm looking for something that's going to be comparable, what is it that we can say that's going to make it easy for the transition to customer?
What makes us great, we have a bunch of USB ports, we have optical drives, all the bells and whistles, we have a nice big screen. However, we are still lighter than the MacBook Air. This unit is a lot lighter than that is. It conserves power a lot better as well. And of course, as compared to a MacBook Air, we have functionality. We have versatility in our laptop. We're not dealing with just, I can only use one port at one time. We have a fully functional PC laptop here, and it's weighing less, and we have much more functionality out of it. The Lenovo blows it completely out of the water.
I got another email from George in Minnesota. He's asking, do we have any software that we could sell with any of these PCs?
That's a good question.
Recently, what just came into the stores is your Photoshop Elements, I think it's 6.0. Okay.
We've got Photoshop Elements 6.0 and Adobe Premiere Elements 4.0.
Okay. So that, if you haven't gotten that in your store and you have laptops, you should be receiving it any day. Okay, this should be like a natural for add-ons. If you're doing customer classes, okay, this obviously would be something that you would want to make sure that you could, when your digital SLR class, it should be something that you absolutely would recommend to customers.
You don't want your customers getting some very expensive software, some very hard to use stuff. Adobe, the Elements and the Premiere programs are very simple to use. They're very user-friendly and easy to learn. You can save your customer a lot of headache just by recommending a product they can actually use. The same with laptops. They go home and call you back and they have a question, hey, how do I do this on my home computer? It's a desktop, they can't bring it in. You find your regulars a nice laptop computer, something light. If they have questions, problems, they can obviously bring this into you and get some help. And it's a product that you're going to know because you sell it.
I got Mike in Beltsville about the Asus. Wants to know how can they use that with their regular files? I mean, they said the hard drive is so small. How can we really market that and sell that to customers?
Well, 3 ways. One could be a thumb drive, a USB thumb drive to back up all my files and work with. Also, the SD slot allows you to expand up to, at the moment, 32 gig SD cards. And then the other is a lot of people are carrying the small passport-sized hard drives because they can fit in a purse, a briefcase, very small and lightweight. They're powered off of the system, so they only require the USB cord. And you have the ability to get quite a bit of storage on them. The wonderful thing about this system is if you're operating with all your files on a separate source and something goes wrong here, you can quickly, within about 45 seconds, reinstall Linux without doing anything but hitting the F9 key when you restart it, and your computer system goes completely back to the way it was when you first opened it. Then you've got all your files safely on a separate hard drive or thumb drive. And so if you're on the road, business, something corrupts your drive because you downloaded some software, you're okay. Within about 2 minutes, you'll be back up and running without skipping a beat. So that's one of the wonderful things I like about this system, is the reliability again.
I got Brian from Georgia wants to know whether any of these laptops, can we hook any of the camcorders to it to demonstrate?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, on the Hewlett-Packard. Also comes with a built-in webcam.
Absolutely on Lenovo. We offer a VGA connection. Most TVs will take that.
Yeah, if you're looking for hooking up a camcorder, most of your hard drive systems, we're all going to be using USB. So of course all of these systems have USB. Now this would be the system that would really not support doing a lot of video editing. But either one of these systems, plug USB in, it's almost like a drag and drop process for any hard drive camera. Of course, especially we're looking at the Sony SR10, shooting high definition files. Drag and drop over there. The system with the HP is of course the powerhouse for any sort of video editing. It's pretty much ready to go.